Exeter have conceded the fewest points in the Premiership this season, but that defence is being stretched and teased with, and the chip over the top for Moroni, who'll score! This is electric! Please don't let it stop! 3 tries, 8 minutes, Matthias Moroni pounces!
Well, the energy after that first try, you could see the difference from the Falcons. And they back it up with some quality play. There's the strip, and how about this pace to get away from CO, but then keep that distance. Great timing of the pass. Stevens can't get away from Wyatt this time. Good tackle from the fullback, but Cairns flies out of the line. Defensive error from the scrum half. Causes all sorts of problems for that white wall that probably would have just drifted across the field. Creates the one-on-one, the chip over the top, and Moroni keeps his composure, taps the ball forward, but catches it before it lands and dots over the line.
Liquid to Conan and over to Yinbo. Now De Chavez and Blamire in the wide channels, and he's released Stephenson, and he's bounced off Josh Hodge, who finished in the corner. Ben Stephenson with the perfect start for the Newcastle Falcons. And it has stunned Sandy Park. First blood to the Falcons.
Try for Newcastle Falcons, scored by number 11, Ben Stephenson.
Well, from absolutely nothing, it seemed. Good use of the hands, and Stephenson's one-on-one with Josh Hodge, former Newcastle Falcon. Josh Hodge, of course. That one had an extra bit of something on it. Stephenson just drops the shoulder here, goes straight through Josh Hodge.
Stewart. Oh, and Orlando loses it, but it goes backwards. The pirouette from Radwan, he's off and running. Well, if there's space to be found, he'll find it. Look at that from Radwan. As only he can do. It looked a pretty unpromising scenario, but when there's space, and there's Radwan picking up his heels, there is still life and hope.
South Sharks defence looking organised. Little pop round the back, nice movement from Kerr, and Kerr gets it on to Brown! It's a debut try for Louis Brown, and there's only 2.5 minutes on the clock. Welcome to the Premiership.
What a start for Newcastle Falcons. What a brilliant, technically excellent start. They got the chance at the maul, and I tell you what, they didn't quite get it going, but they very nearly did. Looks good for the future, and here, beautiful back play. Beautiful. Sale will challenge you physically all day long. At some point, you've got to do something different, and that play out the back, executed brilliantly.
Newcastle into their attacking stride, and here's the showstopper, Radwan. Rubiolo, what a line that is from Blamire. He's slaloming all the way home. What a start in Newcastle. And anything Manny Favourable can do, a rampaging Jimmy Blamire can match.
Well, you got the impression the Falcons needed to respond very, very quickly. Confidence not at a huge high. Stevens, the man to set it off. Lovely footwork, good acceleration, tying in all those white shirts. And then the switch of play and the offload. Perfect timing, doesn't quite go to hand. And then the second offload creates the opportunity. Rubiolo to Blamire, and he finishes like one of the wingers. Beautiful footwork, great swerve. Wyatt's got to do better there. But take nothing away from that man. That is a high-quality body swerve.
Conceding 3 times as many tries as they're scoring this year. 20 to 60. Ugly, ugly numbers. Can they shift the dial here? Got a penalty advantage. Redshaw slicing through. Another local hero announces himself in Newcastle.
That is an absolutely outstanding team try. Starts with a brilliant line out. We haven't said that very often this season, but look at this. And just holds onto it and gives a bit of width there to Sam Stewart. What a pass that is to Cameron Hutchison. And just creates a space. He holds onto it long enough to pull in the defenders. And when you've got a man with that much pace and the timing onto the ball, as good as he was there, but look at that pass. It takes out so many defenders. Pollard steps in, the outside defenders go out the way, and the floodgates open.
Hartley, that ball's gone to ground. It's been hacked ahead here by Adam Radwan, and look at the pace of the man. He'll look to hack it again as well. Radwan looking for it to sit up for himself. It does so! And he will score. Happy birthday, Adam Radwan. It's come from absolutely nothing at the other end of the field, and Radwan has scored for Newcastle.
Well, I said they needed a touch of luck. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be brought back for a knock-on. I think it's clean. So as the ball comes here, no, I don't think there's anything there. And I wrote in my notes pre-game, Adam Radwan, fastest man in the Prem, question mark. I think he might have just shown that maybe he is. He is rapid, particularly on this artificial turf. Wins the foot race against a quick man and dots it down under the post.
Carpenter gets moving. Big fend from Carpenter to Reed.
First man.
Turnover for the Falcons. Ewan Stevens is racing after this. Stevens gets a knee to the ball. He wins the race. And the Falcons have two in a trice. And Sale really are shocked.
Tell you what, I want to highlight Ewan Stevens here for 2 points of play. First, defensively, he did superbly well. He backed off as I think it was Carpenter was coming across. He backs off, buys time for this turnover to happen. It's a brilliant turnover there. And then he just turns on the afterburners. He can't sit on that camera angle. He really does put the burners on. Goes past Gus War, who's not a slouch. And he's going to put 7 points on the board for Newcastle Falcons and put this game completely back into the balance.
Love the way Carl Sinclair's trying to play the game. Say that.
Off goes Radwan, being chased now up by Ibatoye. And Radwan, I would suggest, has perhaps a metre or two on Ibatoye when he gets the opportunity. It's his third try of the league season. Well, every now and again, Bristol do and will get it wrong the way they play the game. But I guess after that start, perhaps you can forgive them. But Adam Radwan, the poacher.
Well, I said that I like the way that Carl Sinclair was trying to play the game in and around those close quarters. Don't really want a prop to be chucking a 15-metre right-hand spin pass. There wasn't too much spin about it either. It was a bit of a wobbler. But that's exactly what Adam Radwan can do. Sneak up, and then again, there's not many that get away from Ibatoye like that. That shows you the pace that Radwan has.